Okay, Jeff, counting you in. Counting you in 3, 2, 1.
What happens after 1?
Go!
And this episode is going to start with me counting you in, and then you be doing this.
What do I do now?
Yes. Okay. You're going to do your introduction.
Okay.
Live from
Jeff.
blah, blah, blah.
And I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
In 3, 2, 1.
Live from the Daphne History Museum in Daphne, Alabama, it's Buffalo Buffalo.
It's Buffalo, 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 yeah!
Good Buffalo to all of you out there, and good Buffalo to all of you in here. I am Buffalo Jeff, and I am here with my Buffalo soldiers, Buffalo Daphne, Buffalo Pake, and Buffalo Jerry. How are you all today?
Sleepy.
Excellent.
Buffalo good.
Fantastic, Jeff. Just fantastic.
Good.
Oh,
Buffalicious.
wow.
Yes. Daphne is already
Buffalicious
tired of us.
definition, make it extra meaty.
Yeah. No. Well, we just had the daylight savings changeover, so we lose our hour of sleep, and then it fucks up your days for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Is there a reason
I'm so
that we
sick
have
of
to
it.
keep doing this? Like, I thought someone was going to get rid of it. Why is it still a thing?
Well,
Because it's not a priority. That it's gone through what happened. I'm trying to remember what it was. Maybe 3 years ago, is right after the spring forward, the Congress was all like annoyed about losing that hour of sleep, and so the House quickly held a vote to be like, we need to go on permanent daylight savings time, and so we don't have to change ever again. And it passed through the House, and then it got to the Senate, and some other stuff came up, and it was like, obviously this isn't the main thing to deal with right now. And then nothing happened.
Okay.
So basically, our best bet is right now that Congress is going to be pissed off again that they had to lose an hour of sleep, and they'll do something about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think they're busy with some other things that are going on, and
There's nothing going on. Absolutely nothing going on.
Everything's super like peachy keen right now. Obviously.
I have completely shut off all political news and all that, and I have not heard anything. And it's wonderful. It's so nice.
that is a great coping strategy
It
for
is.
some people.
I plan to do that for the next 4 years.
I hope not. I hope that you'll come out for the middle or midterm elections.
Yes, of course.
And you should know
I do.
some of what's going on.
I am aware. I see some of the headlines, and then it's like, I don't want to think about this. This is just... I'm waiting for the headlines that, honestly, that actually affect me. And part of it is I'm very fortunate to live in California.
Yeah.
In some ways. In other ways, it's too expensive here, but in some ways I'm very fortunate to be in a state that says, no, we're going to do it this way.
Yeah.
I like the just disconnect. And for me, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to avoid all of it as much as I can. I'm just going to watch and play D&D and live in a different world for however long I have to.
Not a bad
Works
thing.
for me.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. Jeff, just read the BBC and listen to
that's
Robert.
blocked here in Texas, so.
Yeah.
Oh, different.
Oh my God.
BBC is in the British broadcasting.
British baking.
No. Chow.
Chow.
No.
Yeah.
British baking chow.
Yeah.
No. Or listen to Robert Reich.
Yes.
He's got some great things to say, usually.
Yes, usually.
Behind the scenes. Like, he has a great understanding of government and how it works. So he's able to explain things in a way that's easy for people to understand.
Mm-hmm. And he plays a mean flute in the backyard.
He does, indeed. How big's that? No.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think he's been there the whole time? Or is that just something that Sam is guilty of?
Don't know. If I ever get a chance to ask him, I will.
Yeah. Is that genetic or not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jerry, are we putting you to sleep? I'm a little concerned. I see you kind of nodding off over there. And
No, I'm tired.
I know you are. But are you tired of us?
No, I'm not. Well, depends. Yeah.
Yeah. You have depends?
No.
Is that the problem?
No.
Do you need to go change?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break for Jerry to...
No, I'm fine. It's just, I was listening to you talk and I was like, I'm just rubbing my eyes trying to stay awake.
He's just kind of zoning out, just like...
He's like, I'm fine. I was just listening to you talk and blabber on forever, and I was contemplating my own existence. And
You know what? If Jerry needs to change, he's thinking, I'll get into my pajamas and go to bed. Like, that's the change that he needs.
Honestly, if we recorded any later today, Jerry would be in his bed right now with a microphone. And, that's what we need for you, Jerry. We need to get you set up so that there's a microphone, like a boom mic, over your head while you sleep so that you can record while in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want that?
No.
I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it could make a funny photo.
Yes.
Jerry's dedication to the craft.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The craft of sleeping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, it was just, one bad night plus the time changes, really messes me up. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Usually that first week is usually incredibly rough. I end up getting migraines and just, I can't really sleep very well. So I get it, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week will be better.
What kind of grains do you have? When you say you have your grains, are they like oats or like is it more like a quinoa? Quinoa's a nice grain. Sorghum's good.
Sorghum's good.
Tell us more about your grains.
It's a headache, Jeff. A migraine
Going
headache.
through all of your grains is a headache?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
She's got to count them one by one.
That is time consuming for sure.
And if there is someone out there who is connected to a hearing aid company who would like to save me,
You said I have
exactly
migraines.
I have migraines.
Not ours.
The emphasis wherever you want. It's still the same words.
Yeah.
It's a headache, Jeff.
I know. Dealing
It's
with
a
us is
serious
a headache.
Grains
headache.
can be a headache.
Yes. Well, dealing with us can be a slight headache, but yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, she gets the headache, after she's like just face palming the entire night here. So you got to take off your glasses before you face palm because that'll hurt yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look. No, the three of you can be a tension headache, which is even worse sometimes.
Well,
Attention.
We do
headache.
like attention.
yeah, we do like the attention.
Yes, you do. Yes. Yes, you do.
Yes.
Well, this is off to a fun start.
Of course.
As opposed to normal, where we're very stoic and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're contemplating our sorghum headaches. It's like
Yeah.
Although sorghum does make for a good alternative to corn syrup.
You know what?
No.
Zoran didn't tell me that I couldn't call him. He didn't say that call could be just for Run for Your Lives. He said I could call him if I needed him. I could do that, but I'm not going to.
Call for a backup.
Yes, he did.
Leave Mr. Gavoyich alone. He's got daddy duties to attend to.
Yes, but he said I could call him Pate.
Why are you going to call him Pake when he already has a name?
That is weird. It would get confusing if you called him Pake.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be doing a special episode in the future, and we're having a special guest host come on and host it for us. A very good friend of mine, and I'm looking very forward to it.
Sam? You found Sam from Galveston?
That's wonderful.
No.
So excited to see him again.
Reconnected.
Yeah.
No. So, Jeff, do you have a game for us this week?
Daphne, Alabama. That was a nice find. There is no city named Pake. There is no city named Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Jerry City. I can't remember where it is. And there is a Jeff in Kentucky.
There's probably a few of them at least.
Only one that's actually Jeff. Like, there's plenty of Jeffersons and, that kind of thing. But only one Jeff.
Only one Jeff in Kentucky?
Only one Jeff in Kentucky, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's currently only one Jeff in your apartment, too.
Hold on 1 second. I need to confirm that. No, I can see another one in the mirror right here. Yeah,
Okay.
there's definitely another one. Yeah.
You have a mirror at your desk?
Yes, I do. It's called my monitor. It monitors.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
So,
lizard at your desk?
yes, a monitor lizard. Yes. So, this game is called Sweet Home Alabama. With this game, I am going to give each of you 3 town names. You have to tell me which of them is not a real town in Alabama.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's a 50-50, because either you get it or you don't.
But there's 3 of them.
Yeah, but still, you either get it or you don't, so it's a 50-50 shot.
No, we have... That's not the way the math works, Jeff.
I'm pretty sure it does. What's the third option, Jerry? Get it or don't get it? What's the third possibility here?
You're going to give us a choice of 3, though.
Yes. And the 2 possibilities
but there's
are
still only
getting
2
it
outcomes.
or not getting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So... I have randomized these, and I have randomized the starting order based on the number that you all chose earlier before we started recording. So that way I can quickly go through these. I don't have to have you choose a number or anything like that. But we will get started here.
All right.
So we will start with Jerry. Good Hope, Pleasant Hope, New Hope. 2 of those are towns or cities in Alabama. One is not.
We're guessing the one that's not in Alabama.
One that is not in Alabama.
I am going to say Pleasant Hope.
Pleasant Hope is in Missouri. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Good Hope and New Hope are both in Alabama. They have populations of about 2,500 people. That's among the more populated places that I have used in tonight's game.
No, I've heard of New Hope, Alabama, so it was actually a 50-50 for me.
Nice. Just like I said.
If you can eliminate them, yeah.
All right. Pake. The 3 I have for you. Meadow Woods, Rainbow City, Natural Bridge.
Can't be Rainbow City. Alabama wouldn't allow anything aggressive than that. No. You said Meadow Woods?
Meadow Woods.
I'm going to go with that one being out of Alabama.
Meadow Woods is in Florida. Rainbow City is the most populated place in Alabama I have on this list with 10,000 people.
Well then.
Yes.
I'm ready, Jeff.
Excellent. Daphne. Sims Chapel. McDonald Chapel. Fox Chapel. Boy, the pressure mounts here. First, the boys got theirs right, so...
Yes, I know, and you're going to rub it in. I'm going to go with Sims Chapel.
Sims Chapel is in Washington County, Alabama. Population 154. Fox Chapel is in Pennsylvania.
And the other one wrote that song, Hot to Go.
Yeah, there was no Chapel Roan however.
No, the Chapel Roan City would be in Missouri, though.
That makes sense. After round 1, Jerry 1, Pake 1, Daphne 0, but still
We won?
I won already?
You already
Wow, that was
won.
a quick
We're
game.
done.
Damn.
And
We're
if
done.
you like what you've heard...
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Just kind of a heads up, and you may have noticed this with each of the wrong answers. They do exist somewhere in the country. And also some of these, like, I haven't looked at all of them, but like some of these names may exist also in other states. There may be another Good Hope or something like that somewhere else, but these are specifically, are they in Alabama or not? Jerry.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your 3. Real town. Modest town. Our town.
Damn.
Yeah. They're all silly. Like, who came up with these names?
And what's the name of this place so I can just make sure that the deed is correct? It's a real town, I promise.
And who's the major landowner? Legitimate businessman.
Yeah.
I am going to go our town.
Our town has a population just under 600 in Tallapoosa County, which is the same county that Real Town is in. Modest Town, however, is in Virginia.
Strangely enough, it has the highest concentration of brothels in Virginia.
To nitpick slightly, Real Town is spelled R-E-E-L, not R-E-A-L.
They just love fishing.
Oh, yeah, a lot of fishing there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Pake, Coffee Springs, Coffee Creek, Coffeeville.
I'm good with any of them. I don't know. Coffee Creek could be kind of dirty.
Could be.
But Springs is fresh coffee.
Absolutely. It just comes right out of the ground like Old Faithful.
From the source, yeah.
That's where coffee comes from.
Yeah, of course. The natural Coffee Springs. Coffee Springs, Coffee Creek, and then...
Coffeeville.
Let's see. That's a tough one. Because I'm trying to think logically. I was like, how many springs does Alabama have? But I was like, Texas doesn't have a ton either, and we have a place called Sulphur Springs here, so it's kind of like...
we have a Palm Springs that's out in the desert.
Yeah, there's all kinds of springs everywhere.
So
they spring up wherever they shouldn't be.
So, Pete, do you go to Sulphur Springs for the lovely aroma?
Oh yeah. I'm still gonna make that my guess though. I'm gonna say Coffee Springs is elsewhere.
Coffee Springs is in Geneva County, Alabama. There are 2 coffee creeks in the United States. One in California and it's a chain. Yes. Coffee creeks are springing up all over the place. One in California and one in Montana.
But I thought you said Coffee Creek, but you just said that Coffee Creek Springs.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, they did.
What's weird is that the Coffee Springs Creek. It's very
not
backwards.
as fresh as they once were.
It's kind of like Iceland and Greenland being backwards. You know, it's just one of those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just walk out into the forest. What's that sound? Oh, it's the springs.
The Coffee Springs are creaking again.
Wonderful.
Daphne.
Yes.
Your 3. Detroit, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh exists in 7 states. 8 states. But not in Alabama. There are Pittsburgh.
As far as I know, we have a Pittsburgh and a Cleveland here in Texas, but I don't think we have a Detroit.
There is a Pittsburgh in California, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Ohio, Oklahoma, and Texas to go along with the one in Pennsylvania. Every single one of those Pittsburghs does not have an H at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, there's a Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania?
Yes, there is, but it has an H.
Okay.
After 2 rounds, we are all tied up, 1-1 and 1. 1-1-1.
We won one.
So you didn't win. 1-1-1.
Mm-hmm. That giant always, I knew he had it in him.
Yeah. All right. Jerry, are you adequately prepared?
I'll be ready to be adequately prepared.
Excellent. Good pine. Good water. All good.
Sounds like a slogan for something.
It does. Come to Alabama. Good pine, good water, all good.
Let's see. I'm gonna say, well, knowing Alabama, there's no such thing as good water. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Alabama listeners. I would like to drive through Alabama. It's okay.
Just don't get stuck in the mud.
Yes,
I've driven
exactly.
through quite a bunch of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get stuck in the mud unless you have pause attraction. That's what my cousin Vinny taught me.
Well, I do have a 4-wheel drive, so.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say good water.
Good water is in Coosa County, Alabama.
Damn it.
There is no good pine. There is a good pine in Louisiana, famously known for their pine trees. I have no idea. Maybe there are lots of pine trees in Louisiana. I just don't associate with it.
Yeah, Western Louisiana, probably, because then it bumps up to East Texas, where I'm at, which is also known as the Piney Woods. So,
okay.
Kind of.
Maybe that's where it is.
Probably.
Take. You have my favorite one here.
Oh, good.
Okay. Choco Loco. Packanack. Lochapolka.
Choconaco?
Chocolaco.
Chocolaco.
Not to be confused with the Choco Taco.
Yeah. Choco Laco?
Chocolaco. Packanack. Lochapolka.
These are fun.
That sounds like something you get charged for.
For Lochapolka? Without a license? We caught you packanacking that Chocolaco.
Yeah. You sentenced to a year of Pochaloca. Pocalocha, whatever. I don't even know what it is now.
Lochapolka.
Lochapolka. Lucha Polka.
Yeah, Lucha Polka.
That would be interesting.
I would go see that wrestling if there was Lucha Polka. Just to see Rey Mysterio come out with lederhosen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one, not Choco Taco, the Choco Laco. Choco-Laco?
Choco-Laco is not in Alabama, or?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Choco-Laco is, in fact, in Alabama, in Calhoun County. There's technically no Packanack, but there is a Packanack Lake in New Jersey. So, sorry about that, Pecos Lake.
Okay.
I came
Springs.
across Choco-Laco, and I was like, and I checked, that is how it's pronounced. But
sounds delicious, whatever it is. Sounds like a great dessert.
Daphne, it is your turn. Your 3.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Coats Bend, Vinegar Bend, Pleasure Bend.
New from Turks. No.
Coats bend?
Coats bend. They do. If you fold them, they bend.
Mm-hmm. Quite playable.
And
Vinegar Bend, your favorite. I know that's your favorite drink. Your favorite cocktail is the Vinegar Bend.
Sounds.
And Pleasure Bend, which is a little-known position in the Kama Sutra.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I believe so. I believe that's correct.
Yeah. Sounds right to me. No need to look it up.
Oh. Are you all experts?
In bending? Yes.
In pleasure? Maybe. No.
I'm gonna go with Pleasure Bend.
Pleasure Bend is in Louisiana. Coates Bend and Vinegar Bend do exist in Alabama.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Daphne, after 3 rounds, you have now taken the lead. 2-1-1. It's amazing, folks. Don't call it a comeback. Because she hasn't won yet. So she might lose.
Thank you for having so much faith in me, Jeff.
Absolutely, Daphne. You know, it's important to me that I support you by trying to trick you at all turns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's helped me figure out a special game that's coming soon.
Excellent.
To theaters near you.
Fun.
Yes.
Nice.
Should be good.
Ooh.
Yeah, didn't you know we've grown so big that we're actually going to have to get together?
I am not growing bigger. I am on a diet.
Buffalo. Jeff.
I'm kidding. I'm not on a diet.
I don't have time for that shit. No.
Yeah. All right. Jerry.
Yes.
Kimberly. Emily. Margaret.
Are any of them redheads?
They are towns. So
they are towns. Oh, darn.
I don't believe that any of these towns have hair of their own.
Maybe they do.
I couldn't find any information on the color hair of like every person in the.
Okay.
That kind of information isn't available in the current 2020 census for public consumption.
Maybe it says here there's the Kimberly Hair Museum. No, maybe they have their own.
Here we go.
Yeah. I am going to go. Emily is not in Alabama.
Emily is not in Alabama. She's in Paris. No. Emily is in Minnesota. Kimberly and Margaret, along with Daphne, are in Alabama. Paik.
Yes.
Egypt. Lebanon. Cuba.
I'm going to go with Lebanon.
Lebanon exists in 15 different states, but not Alabama. Cuba and Egypt are in Alabama. It's little known that during the whole Bay of Pigs invasion, there was one garrison that got lost and ended up in Alabama.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I don't have to travel as far to get a good pork sandwich.
Absolutely.
Mustard. Yeah, that's good.
I don't think they have many of those in Lebanon. You know, they're like a Muslim country, aren't they? So wouldn't have a lot of pork.
Cuba.
Oh.
You there?
Oh.
A Cuban?
Yeah, they're just a bunch of squares in Cuba.
Closest I've had to having the most authentic Cuban. I had a Cuban sandwich in Key West, which is famously 90 miles from Cuba.
Yes, it is.
But
I've had a Cuban make me a sandwich. Does that count?
It's pretty close. It's pretty good.
All right, Daphne.
Any sandwich is a Cuban sandwich if you know the right guy.
Yes, Jeff.
Daphne, it is your turn. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Oak Grove, Oak Park, Oak Hill.
Oak Park?
Is that your answer, or are you just asking me to repeat it?
No, that's my answer.
Oak Park.
No, Oak Park. That tree is stationary. Oak Park there. Does not move.
Oak Park is not in Alabama. There is an Oak Park in California, Georgia, Illinois, and Michigan, but not in Alabama.
Yeah, I knew the answer to that one. Me being a Californian, I knew Oak Park was here in California.
Well, yeah, but you didn't know that there wasn't also one in Alabama.
They're all very true, but the way you've been playing the game is that...
I did not look up to see if any of these Alabama towns exist in other states. So they may. I have no idea. I would say most of them do not. There's probably not a lot of Lochapolkas around the country, but there could be.
It should catch on. Sounds fun.
Yeah. Everybody do the Lochapolka. Wasn't that a song by Little Eva?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I lost Jerry.
And now Jerry has collapsed. We're going to bring on one of those beeping little things that please stay tuned.
Please stand by.
Well,
Technical difficulties.
We'll be right back. Ding, 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 ding.
While we resuscitate Jerry and return him to an upright position.
Oh my God.
I have the song going through my head.
Oh God.
Oh dear God. Oh my God, hang on.
Maybe once the song finishes, Jerry will return.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. My
It's about
OS is
2.5 minutes or so we should be back soon.
Jesus.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh damn.
Oh, Jerry, thank you for joining us once more.
Okay, the OS is reset. Okay.
Okay, perfect. You got your cardio in for the night, so that's good. We are through round 4. We have only one round left.
Ooh.
The current scores are Jerry and Paik are tied with 2, but Daphne has 3. So, we go into the final round. We will see how that goes. I will have to come up with a tiebreaker. I did not come up with a tiebreaker beforehand, but I had a couple of ideas, so I'll come up with something pretty quickly. All right, Jerry?
Yes?
Your 3 towns are Excel, Marvel, Brilliant.
Oh my gosh.
I'm running through the names in my head. I'm gonna say Marvel.
Marvel is in Colorado, a tiny place of less than 100 people. Excel and Brilliant are in Alabama. Very good, Jerry. You have now tied Daphne. Paik?
Mm-hmm.
Your 3 are Vincent, Stephen, Theodore.
Theodore, Alabama. That's a character I need to play in something. I don't know. That sounds like a role play.
Theodore, Alabama.
The name's Theodore, Alabama.
In a perfect Alabama accent, might I add. That was absolutely flawless.
Mm-hmm. Is it too late to write him in an entire story arc in Kids on Bikes? Some street preacher that shows up. The name's Theodore, Alabama.
Is that like Jackie Daytona?
Exactly.
Or Danny, California.
Mm-hmm. I forgot what the other... No, it's Stephen and Vincent.
Yes.
Okay. There's definitely a Vincent, Alabama. There's got to be. For whatever reason. I don't know. I have nothing to go off. My original guess was going to be Theodore doesn't exist, but now I just really like saying Theodore, Alabama. So, that's gonna be my guess. Theodore is not a city in Alabama, but it is gonna be an NPC's name in some future something.
Well, you were right. Vincent absolutely exists in Alabama. Unfortunately, so does Theodore. Stephen, however, is in Minnesota. He's very cold up there.
Yeah.
Daphne, it is 3-3 right now. You can win this right here.
Yep, I could. I could win.
Your 3 towns are Equality, Eclectic, Excelsior. You don't want to mess this up. I mean, this, you can win the game right here, or else we have to go to a tiebreaker. So, no pressure, but, you better get this right.
No pressure at all or anything, but it all rides on this moment right here.
Can you repeat the names again?
Eclectic, equality, excelsior.
Use them in a sentence.
Eclectic is a town in Alabama. Equality is a town in Alabama. Excelsior is a town in Alabama. Does that help in any way?
Excelsior.
Excelsior is in Hennepin County, Minnesota.
Oh,
yes!
She won.
Yes!
Hanging out with Steven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excelsior and Steven are hanging out in Minnesota. Yes.
Oh, man.
Daphne, you missed the first round question and then got the remaining 4 correct. Congratulations. With a score of 4 versus Jerry's 3 and Pake's 2, Daphne is the winner of Sweet Home Alabama.
Nice.
The best thing about this game,
Okay.
I have 49 more of them lined up. Fantastic. I've got the next 4 years of podcasting set.
Okay, nice.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man.
And then you'll move on to the rest of the world.
Yes. I considered actually doing England instead of Alabama. But it's like, as I was looking through them, problem is there's so many, just thousands and thousands and thousands of little tiny hamlets and villages that are like 12 people live there kind of thing, that it was way too much to go through. And most of them were just names that like mean something in Old English or Celtic or something like that, as opposed to, I wasn't finding a lot of, things like, good water and good pine and vinegar bends and that kind of thing.
You got to be careful drinking. No,
He's got it. Everybody, hold on. Pete's coming up with a pun.
No, I've got to come up with a better joke.
Yes,
I got to make sure.
I know where you're going with it, but I'm really anxious to hear this.
Let's see. Hang on, it's gonna be perfect. Okay. Don't slurp down your coleslaw too fast, or you'll get the vinegar bends.
Not bad, except you stuttered a bit on the word vinegar.
Yeah. Yeah. If you eat your fish and chips too fast, you wind up with the vinegar bends.
There we go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Man.
Yeah. It was there.
I knew it was there, and I saw you coming up with getting the bends kind of thing, and it was just like...
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. Sometimes you got to work for those puns. They don't always come easy.
Right.
Yes, proud of yourselves now, right? As always, very proud of your pun.
See, everybody, this is an example. Like, sometimes pun work is hard work. You've got to really work at it sometimes. You got to put in the time, put in the thought. It's the energy.
But it's worth it when you come up with a joke, with a pun like the vinegar bends.
Yeah.
It's all worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then you can say something randomly, and Jerry will keel over and have to reboot his brain. You just never know.
I know. You really don't. You really don't know what's going to land.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Honestly, it's my favorite part about this podcast. It's just we just keep throwing shit at the wall and hoping that something will stick. And every once in a while we do.
And boy, did it stick.
Yeah.
And that's why I have super glue to help you in case it's not sticky enough to stick.
Good.
I had a great joke, but it's too soon and too culturally relevant, so we'll save it till after the podcast.
Buffalo After Dark.
Yeah.
We call that show bad.
Well, if you'd like to hear Buffalo After Dark, you can let us know via Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a subscription service, $20 a month. We're
on Facebook and Instagram at Buffalo Podcast, or you can find us at our website at buffalopodcast.com. Until next time.
It's Buffalo, yeah!
Nothing witty to say?
Nothing.
Vinegar bends.
Yeah.